Hi everyone, welcome back to Crypto World. Today we'll be covering the Gods token. I have had a few requests to cover this token, so apologies for the delay in this video coming out. Before we get into what's happened here, let's take a look at Bitcoin. And if we can see that Bitcoin has come up, retested 51.8, which is the support zone I've been preaching for a number of videos that we need to get above and hold above before we see what could be a parabolic run, but definitely a move back towards previous all-time highs. We've come up, we've been rejected, tested it twice over a 4-hour period, and as such we have fallen back to our previous support resistance zones. We've whipped straight through 49.4 and down to 48.8 it looks like. So from here I expect us to see some sideways action before we go back up and retest the 51.8. Let's just move to the hourly to see what's happening. Yeah, so we're consolidating before we retest the 49.4, and then we will see some it won't be a straight line. We are gonna have to grow to this point, and the slower we climb, the stronger the support, and then we hopefully will get above 51.8 within the next day or two. If we're rejected here and see another harsh decline, realistically Bitcoin could come back to 46.5 before continuing higher. Yeah, so that's my outlook for Bitcoin. So how's that been affecting Gods? Well, as you know, I'm very bullish on this token. The game's good, it's going to be a grower through 2022, and the scenarios we're looking at now are temporary. However, we do have to look back at the last 20 hours of Gods in relation to Bitcoin, and we have had 1, 2, 3 tests to get above this support zone and begin our run, which is what I did expect to see. But as we've not had the support with Bitcoin either, it makes sense that as we haven't broken above, we've taken a slight move down. So we do seem to have found some support around $4.70, which is great. We don't want to see it coming back to the 786, but that is a possibility at 4.2. What I'd like to see from here is essentially just this move repeating itself. So on the understanding that Bitcoin doesn't drop any lower and does maintain its sideways action and a move higher, what we should see is a retest, possibly a bounce below. Yeah, I'm going to get rid of this, we'll redraw it because it needs to be, bear with me. There we go. All right, so let's get this redrawn of what to expect over the coming days, as long as Bitcoin maintains its support. So from here, we may wick slightly lower, come back up for a retest, bounce, break above, bounce, move higher. That's what we would like to see. We're all hopeful for. If Bitcoin decides that it does want to take a dive, we may see, if we're rejected, back down, and then we'll just start slowly descending to the 4.2. And if Bitcoin really takes a dump back down to the 42,000 mark, which some people, I'm not one of them, but some people do say it could happen, that is very, very worst case scenario, which would take us back down to 2.9. Now I'm going to make that red because I really, really don't see that playing out, and I do see us staying within this channel before we break higher. So guys, thank you for your time, and I hope this video has been of interest to you. If it has been, please do like and subscribe and share with your friends. We are trying to grow the channel. It is unfortunate that Bitcoin has taken a slight nosedive because it has affected us, and we've affected us having the support of breaking above this resistance zone. I'm still bullish. We will get there. For the guys that are holding, a little bit more persistence. We were hoping for a Christmas present, but it hasn't delivered, unfortunately. But it is just a matter of time. Realistically, looking at the time frames for this token when it moves from a period of consolidation, let's just go from the previous low with Bitcoin, consolidation to a high. We are looking at 3-day range. So within the next 3 days, if support holds, I expect us to be at the 660. 660 in 3 days, which would bring us into the new year. Okay, that's all from me. But I would just like to say that the effect on gods has not just been only with gods. We have seen when Bitcoin drops, we've seen Gala have momentous drops, completely fell off the table, back below the cloud. SHIB as well. We take that to the hourly. Yeah, there's been the whole market's fallen with Bitcoin. So gods isn't unique. I don't see this as an alarm. I'm still very bullish on the token, but again, Bitcoin is essentially about 35% in the entire crypto market, and we do need to respect its movement. We're making our own choices and seeing the price action reflected with the altcoins. All right, take care.